There we go. We're in the game now. I realized I was going to take a picture of the game so I could show, but then I realized it's going to be a green map on a green screen, so it wouldn't work out. But either way. Noob always checking for the ward in the mid lane.
Yeah, but also always positioned to make sure that he doesn't get the 3D ward by using vision in the trees there. Armel will protect his ward. Ooh, bit of fighting going on. It's heavy slows out onto Toby to start things off. Leech Seed plus the Frost Arrows are very annoying. Later on in the game, we'll also have Leech Seed plus Nature's Grasp, plus Frost Arrows, plus Multi-Shot. It's a really brutal combination and one which you have to be ready. Like this, I'm not gonna lie, I think Brewmaster's gonna get ruined down here.
Yeah, I fully agree with you. Even with the Fade Bolt damage reduction on the Drow, it's not going to be enough to really punish them. And I expect Puppey to play the same way. Go for 2 points in Leech Seed, 1 point in the Grasp, keep wrapping around on Toby. They have tried to eat the trees, but with this change to Grasp, allowing him to have that extra movement inside the Grasp, destroying trees just doesn't feel as good nowadays. So we'll see if Secret can get that advantage that we expect from them in the safe lane. And top, because of this Oracle pick on Quest, Sven naturally isn't the most pressuring of carries. To throw an Oracle with him as well, FBZ should be free farming. I'm expecting all three lanes to have some type of CS or XP advantage for Secret based on the hero matchups.
Of course, tier 2000 can always just hit the jungle, likely. That's the thing about this Tide matchup, is that the moment things get hard for you as a Sven, when you get those more points in Anchor Smash, you can kind of just vibe out and go to the jungle anyway and catch up there. Kaori helping him out as well. Always kill potential on Oracle, don't forget. Tyr is such a sleeper when it comes to laning. Purifying Flames is a great utility though, as Armel actually taking quite a few heavy hits in the middle lane. Noob just being very obnoxious with the constant swashbuckles, the constant shield crashes. Respect being shown between the two of them though as the high fives come in.
Has to use the sentry there to block off the small camp. Both supports just fighting each other. When you're playing Oracle, you pretty much need your small camp, otherwise your lane is going to be difficult. You want to pull back the wave, get your own XP. If you get to level 3, that's when you maybe surprise an out of position Scarif Mage or whatnot. But as expected, look at that CS for all three of the Radiant cores. 13 for 2 on the Tidehunter to the 8-0 of the Sven. FBZ starting to pull ahead, and he will most likely, just go for this Meteor Hammer. When Sven wants to look towards jungle, Kaori, he can't defend the tower. Most of the games he's played, he's been on some Phoenix, Tree, SD, a hero that can at least keep the tower alive for a little bit longer. This one will fall. There's a inevitable gap going to be created.
Yeah, Kaori's really got his work cut out for him in the early game. Like late game, playing Oracle, it's pretty straightforward. You just got to be at the back of the team fights, and B, when your team is getting jumped, always be there behind. So that makes a lot of sense. But yeah, coming through to the early and early mid, I think that's very, very tricky for Kaori to actually play this. He's got to not feed whilst also being able to pressure FBZ and Yamich enough to not just take this tower and bully the Sven. I'm not even sure that's possible. This might just be a draft issue for Quest, which they're just got to make sure that it pays off in the later game.
Yep.
Armel and Noob still just taking chunks out of each other in the middle lane. These two big brawly boys just smacking away at each other.
Yeah, it's cool to actually see Noob doing a good job. Often these Shakers have maybe 4, 5 more denies over the likes of the Pango, but in this scenario, Noob's actually been able to contain the lane and the CS to keep it a little bit more even. If Noob can get that 6-minute rune, rotate to either side lane. The Secret, they are playing quite far up on the lanes, right? Tide being in the face of Sven. You look at the minimap, Drow very much down at this dire tower. So if Noob's able to get a quick 6 or a 6-minute rune, 1 kill can lead into fear being installed into this Drow Ranger.
For sure, yeah, you always got to put the pressure on, and honestly, not what lane I was expecting so far. At the moment, she's the lowest CS core, actually.
Yeah.
Toby's been able to somehow come out of this okay.
Yeah, I've been kind of looking at all the other lanes because I expected this one to go well, and yeah, you're right. I think Toby is getting pressured though. It's a lot of gets CS down, he buys regens back up, comes back in. I think the lane, as you see here, with the triple dire range creep, it's been a back and forth lane. There's not really been a lot of pulling. It's I pull, you pull, we push, you push. There's not really that. We're holding the wave here and stopping you from farming. That's what happened in that previous game. In this one, a little bit more volatile. And so FBZ continues to dominate this off lane. His Brewmaster was exceptional. His Tidehunter already is doing work.
Looking pretty fresh for FBZ at the moment. And look at this, just even pump faking the anchor smash to force TA2000 away. Every little thing he can do to put pressure onto Quest up here, he is doing. And yeah, this is not the lane to deal with the Tidehunter, but in the middle lane, yeah, they're going on to him. They're trying to take him down. The rotation is there, but it's not enough. Armel will survive through it. Puppy coming in as well just to make sure everything's okay. And this is where we start the middle lane fight. And
shenanigans.
It's not going to stop. 6 minutes coming up.
And the pressure applied top Kairo is having to run back to base. We're going to have an honest 2v2 contest in the mid lane. Who will get the active rune? Armel would love to get it due to his empty bottle.
He needs to predict. He can't actually just run straight up because Noob will just beat him there.
And it's bottom.
Yeah, it'll be bottom. It'll be the double damage rune, and Noob's just going to be able to get that bottled. This is scary, honestly. I mean, not the best rune for Pangolier, obviously, but TA2000, top side, finally getting the pressure put onto him, but Kaori comes flying on in. We had to TP early though, so he didn't get to refill his entire mana pool. That's kind of rough.
Ooh, now look at Puppy. He understands the threat that Sven is currently in. He's going to move towards top. He's got 2 points in elite seed with 2 blood grenades in play as well.
Oh, damn. The double bloods. TA2000, he's going to get purged off. Puppy comes in from the side though, blocking off TA2000. It's a nature's grasp. It's a blood grenade. It's a blast from Yamich. One more hit will be needed. No, it will not. Leech Seed does the job and gets some first blood onto TA2000.
Oh no, Noob. His DD rune, he's just pumping in his roll. It's like, oh, he knows he can't get the kill by himself. Kairi might be able to get. Oh no, the slow. Oh, the spell. Deny.
The deny. He's not gonna get it. Double XP runes for the side of Quest.
He doesn't have a TP.
Kind of like.
Okay, will Kairi deny? This is more important. Dun, 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 dun. Wait, he's just gonna. Oh,
just gonna walk.
Waste time. Oh, now he's going back.
No,
he's
going back for the deny.
He's got a fairy
Changed
fire.
his mind.
Oh,
yeah, you're gonna use it. All right.
Oh wait, the tormentor's not spawned yet. I can't deny it. Oh, whoopsie.
Cute idea. Not great on execution, unfortunately, but nevertheless, I waste a lot of time from Puppy and Yamich. But again, it is just Puppy and Yamich. You know, there's nothing more they'd rather be doing, to be honest. And FBZ, he didn't need the help. My guy's got a hammer. It's a watermelon with a hammer. What a threatening prospect. As the top tower really starting to fall. And actually, Chrysalis just swooping on down here as well. Looking to make sure they can finish off this building. Lucky says, no, that is my tower, sir. I worked hard for this. I bought this hammer. But in the mid lane, we got a bit of a rotation coming through. Noob, oh, he's trying to get him, but he pushed himself down to the low ground. Great positioning from Armel. Is it going to make a difference as the Ravage comes through on the side? Absolutely. Slam comes through. Doesn't land onto anyone, but it's still going to grab the kill onto Kaori. And Omar also getting blown up in the middle of that as well.
Yeah, nice rotations from Team Secret here. The main thing here, Chrysalis, he uses it to engage, goes top. He doesn't want to get threatened by this Brewmaster split. He knows he can go down by himself, so he evades that potential pressure, syncs up with SBZ, and together in tandem, just protecting his carry while also doing the damage needed. They get the big support kills. They're not going to be taking mid tower. That's fine. Now back to farm. Chrysalis actually runs straight back into Brewmaster. I didn't expect this. I thought he would maybe move to a safer part of the map. Yet to hit 6, so not the most efficient at jungling. Only a couple creeps away. If you are Quest though, you need to get your Pango and Rubik together, join with this Brewmaster, get this split to net a couple kills. They are currently smoked up. Secret, as mentioned, they don't want to be playing in this bottom side of the map now. They have fully given it up as they move towards their own ancient triangle and giving Chrysalis a little bit of mid-wave. Quite a safe base for a carry to farm.
It's kind of sick moves from Chrysalis, honestly. Like, she just shows bottom and then immediately runs back towards mid. So he draws a bunch of heroes across because he knows they want to kill him. He's absolutely aware that he is #1 on the hit list for quests. So
big deal.
Just dangling the carrot, the old bait and switch. And here's this Treant just doing what Treant does best. Dragon creeps off the tower.
Only one level
Creating
point.
nonsense.
Yeah, only 1 point in living armor. So Poppy isn't going to be able to keep this tower alive for too long. And he is respecting that diving potential. But with Noob TPing mid, this gives a window for Poppy to run straight back into this tower and be very aggressive. 3 points in Leech Seed. He might even be able to survive against a bruise split if Toby was to go for it.
Yeah. Once again, Quest moving heroes down here. They just want to absolutely secure this tower. It does look like Toby's got it covered, but if anyone shows up, they want to be making sure they can make a response on this. Secret, even though they are in a pretty decent position, they're not going to take this fight. We're going to wait for their Blink Dagger on Armel, I imagine, before they take a big engagement.
Toby's going for Vessel again. Okay, he really loves to play the active Brewmaster. It's such a volatile route. We either praise him for his mid-game breaking plays, or it's where was the scaling, where was that insurance policy? This time around, the net worth does reflect a Quest that can be quite active in the mid-game. All three of their cores are sitting healthily. In the middle, it's only FBZ who's having an exceptional game because he's a Tidehunter laning into Sven Oracle. It's an absolute freebie. We'll see where he goes with his game. Maybe the Blink, a Shard, Greaves. All of the options are available to him.
Yeah, and of course, TA2000, as expected, you know, sure, my lane was a bit of a mess, sure, I took a couple of bank smashes to the face, but now I've got my Great Cleave, I'm in the jungle, I'm unbothered, just doing my thing. And he's gonna farm up pretty damn well. Let's see. Movements across. Nope. They want to commit to this. God Strength being used as well as the stun onto Armel. It's a great target. They can bring him down. I think they just might be able to. Armel once again trying to do some shenanigans around the cliff to force Noob to knock him down, but Noob not going to let it happen. Great movements on the Rolling Thunder, proving why he's a specialist, and TA2000 picks himself up a mid lane kill. Big moves from Quest.
Nice, clean, efficient kill, and for Sven, that catapults him straight to the top of the net worth.
Exactly what you want to be seeing here. First kind of use of the God Strength, and it really does get you like the best kill you could have asked for.
I think the only thing that TA2000 needs to be respectful of in this game is the overgrowth from Puppy. Because once he gets his Echo Saber BKB blink timing, he'd want to go hunting. But if he gets hit by an overgrowth during BKB and the Drow can click him, easily can go down. So we will see a very careful entry to these team fights from Quest. But if they are to hit their timings earlier than the likes of Secret, this could be extremely disruptive. And for Sven at least, he likes to buy Silverage. And FBZ, a great game for him so far, but Silverage will always be able to disrupt that aggression. You break that Kraken, prevent him from just feeling as tanky as he's meant to be. We'll see how Quest wants to approach this, but their cores are farming very well.
We've seen this story before with the Tidehunter versus Sven, where, you know, you have a great time on this Tidehunter, you're like the big hero, you die once, and then suddenly you die every single fight first, because you're trying to be that frontliner, you're trying to be the brick wall, but then you're just getting bulldozed by a God Strength Sven every single time. It is a huge threat. Oh,
let's watch some stacks being farmed. That's a good pastime. Go on, Sven. Oh, so much gold. All right, what's he got right now? That's 6,580 was what he started with.
Is that it? Confuse you.
There's another stack below. What, Sven? There was another stack.
I didn't go for the second ancient stack. I mean, they're only double stacks. It's,
no, but there was a hard camp. That was so anticlimactic. I wanted to see him like rip through the stack to become the carry that all carries want to be, and he just
and you know what, T?
Ran away.
Pipe down. He's not doing this for your entertainment, okay? He's doing this to win the game, all right?
All right, who's farming the stack?
Get off your high horse. God, honestly.
Oh,
casters.
I mean, if they lose this game, I'm a pinpoint this very moment.
Yes, that was the turning point.
Okay, no, if he's short of buyback or any item by like 250 gold, at any stage of the game, I'm referring to this stack.
No.
Unironically.
Right, we'll write that one down. But Noob, meanwhile, he has finished off his Diffusal Blade, going in towards the Blink Dagger next as well. So it can be super annoying. And again, we mentioned it in game number 1. We'll mention it now in game number 3. Shaker versus Pangolier, you know, it's a strange matchup. Because obviously Armel, he will have the damage just blow up this Pangolier before he gets a chance to use a Rolling Thunder if he can get the jump on him. But if he doesn't, then he's going to find himself running out of mana very, very quickly inside of these engagements. That Diffusal Blade is so annoying for the Shaker to deal with. He doesn't have the mana pool or the mana regen to sustain himself against it. And now Quest, once again, moving down to the bottom side of the map. FBZ, is this really the target you want to try and bring down? They see him, and Hammer's going to come from the side as well, so I'll know exactly where he is. That's not who they want.
Second smoke in a row now that they've connected on nothing or connected on a Tidehunter. Uncomfortable moves from Quest and Secret, of course. I'm going to join this. T2000 are farming up the other ancient stacks. For Quest though, these smokes don't feel the worst just because they know Sven's still hitting his stride. They're not dragging him into these smokes. They're poking, look, okay, we didn't find anything. Quickly go back to our farm. Now Secret, it's their turn to smoke Secret.
Up. Yes, they do. They
Link Dagger and Armel
cooking in their jungle and kind of trying to wrest back control of this area. Kaori positioned very far forward here, but just wants to be able to save Toby. If they jump everything on him, Kaori can save him.
Out of vision right now.
That is a plan, and immediately that's exactly what's going to happen. But the Ravage is there, stops it coming through, and the both of them are just going to get dropped. FBZ, no hesitation on that one, plays it perfectly.
What a combo. For a split second, he appears in vision, and then, the Fissure, the Ravage, they both get thrown out. They really want to make sure that he can't cast that defensive spell to give Brewmaster an ability to fight. And Secret, protecting the jungle. Only 7 kills in the first 20 minutes of this game. Quite a farm-intense start. And for both carries, it really is a race to their items. For Drow, it's the Aghanims, it's the Hurricane Pike, any defensive tools after the Axe comes into play. And for Sven, is how quick can he get to BKB Blink? With these items, we're looking at Roshan, we're looking at constant smokes. And Quest, they've got to be careful. They've already used 2 smokes in the early game. If they're to keep using them now, they potentially won't have any available for the important window of the game.
Yeah, when it comes to early strategy, in all 3 games, Secret have had the number of quests. They've made the better rotations. They've found more from the kills they've been able to get. And that's something which Quest are really going to have to look at. Armel, he's just going to be able to leave. This is not good.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Quest, I mean, they've only had 1 kill, T. Like, we're talking about how they're struggling. They've had 1 kill. They're getting very, very little.
For 3 games. Like that's what Quest have done.
Yeah.
In 3 games of constant farm, and it eventually worked out in 1 game, and they've just never been in the lead. I feel in the first 25 minutes of any game so far in this series. Been a very patient. Maybe they approach Secret with a different mindset to other teams, and
yeah, I find it interesting how Noob especially responds to this as well. Obviously the Pangolier, Snapfire, aggressive hero specialist. He always loves playing heroes which he can just kind of get stuck in, have a bit of a brawl, have a bit of a fight. But with this strategy, which Quest have been kind of rocking for these qualifiers, he's just kind of the maintainer. He's the tempo controller, and it is not a fast tempo he is controlling. It's kind of just maintain the stalemate has been his job in these games.
Make sure they never really run at us, T2000 has the BKB complete. This is the time for Quest to start getting more kills. If you look at the wider itemization of Quest as well, they really are leaning into this mid-timing. Brewmaster's looking for a Lotus Orb. You got a 4-star on the Rubik there. I feel like the first Roshan, if Quest doesn't get it, then maybe they've pushed themselves too far to play for that moment.
Yeah.
Of course, both drafts will scale, so it's really not an issue if things are to go wrong. There will always be comebacks for both of these teams, and that is the exciting thing about this Game 3. Neither team has a must-win by X minute kind of built into their lineup that we've seen other teams fall victim to in these scenarios.
Absolutely, and in the late game, and even at this point in the game as well, those cooldowns are looking very interesting. God's Strength, when that gets used, sure, if Quest win a fight, then they'll feel strong, but then afterwards they immediately need to back themselves away. If the Ravage gets used, then again, you can't really...
No, man.
You go on cooldown.
They might get Chrysalis.
Looking again, they might find Chrysalis. Oh, this would be such a good target, Noob. He sees him. He engages the silence. It's quick from Chrysalis, but it's not good enough. Doesn't connect. TA2000 upon him. Doesn't want the God Strength, though. Doesn't want the BKB. Chrysalis still able to fight right now. TA2000 taking such a long time to finish the job, but knows he's got him dead to rights. And we'll bring him down regardless. And now they're trying to fight with no Drow, with no Ravage. In fact, they're not trying to fight at all. They're just trying to run themselves the hell away. God Strength finally popped from TA2000. He tries to bring down FBZ. FBZ, he's a tanky old boy.
He's still
not quite tanky enough. Whether that pushback's kind of awkward from the Void Panda, but eventually FBZ will fall. Fade Bolt finishes the job. Yamich goes down as well on the side. And they're even looking for Armel. High ground, Schmei ground. They're going in for more. Armel under the tower. What is this aggression from Quest? They don't play the game for 20 minutes now. What the hell? They're under tier 4s? This is crazy, crazy tempo setting from this team.
They found the Drow. That's the key thing. They drew the line on the minimap, and Secret, they broke from their discipline of just farming in a way that Drow was untouchable. Quest, pick up the BKB on the Sven. They do the slow chase down. Something that we didn't mention as well, Brewmaster is an old school counter to Tidehunter, because in the fight, you just tornado up the melon. You can't crack it off, you can't help him out. Now you can focus on the engagement. Yeah, Quest, what a perfect smoke. What, two failed smokes prior to finally connect on it. It gives them the lead. It gives them a little bit more breathing room. The net worth disparity as well. Sven, 13,000 gold to only 8,000 of this Drow Ranger. There is no way we expect Drow to have equal farm to Sven, but to have that 5k deficit, this is Quest time to continue finding this Drow now. Don't stop looking for the kills. That's the word. Just keep on going.
Keep the pedal down. Yeah, I mean, God Strength obviously such a short cooldown, as you say, and they can just look to go again. FBZ shows at the bottom, but
look how awkward this is.
Coming up.
Christmas is smoked up with FBZ and Yamich in the bottom side of the map. Maybe they were trying to find Sven's farming. This is like a good minute that Crystallis has just walked around not farming at all. That net worth is going to continue to grow for Sven.
Just by the way, Chrysalis did actually end up... He had this Dragonlance kind of half completed and then just swapped up when he died and immediately bought out an Ag Scepter, so...
It's a very good farming tool for Ags. When you die, the split shot, it's a very good. And Secret, they're smoked up. They don't have... Oh shit, they have Ravage available. Mars should be able to tank this smoke with his high ground position.
Absolutely will do so. Puppy, of course, able to wrap around the side. Roshan, they're going to bail on this. Immediately, they look over towards Puppy. They'll cut him down. 2 hits required from the Sven, and that's all that's needed. They have indeed. Chrysalis stunned on the backlines. The Ravage is going to have to come out to delay TA2000, but TA2000 just pops a BKB, charges straight in onto Chrysalis. Chrysalis, he cannot get away. Down goes the Drow once again, and the fight gets broken open for the side of Secret. Now they'll lose Armel. He's going to drop. The Tidehunter as well does manage to get the blink away. FBZ trying to TP out of the tree lines, but there comes a Hurl Boulder, and FBZ, he is going to be going down as well, sleeping with the fishes. 3 big cores taken out on the side of Secret. Quest, they do not look like they're dropping a fight anytime soon.
Yeah, they waited for their team timing once again, something that we've been praising Quest throughout these qualifiers. They hit it, and now 2 big moves in a row. You hit the smoke prior, you wait for that Roshan, you force Secret over. Did Secret need to contest this Roshan? I don't think this first Aegis is going to give Quest, Rax taking potential. It might give them the ability to smoke up and sweep across the map, but for Secret to contest this Roshan, to give even more momentum to a Quest that's starting to snowball, that could bite them down the line. Drow is in no way strong enough to fight it at the moment. She still needs her Hurricane Pike, her Silver Edge, her Lincolns, so many defensive tools to survive the jump potential of all 3 dire cores. Now 11k lead. There's only 15 kills in the game, but Secret hoping for a freebie
down here.
Get one, there we go.
Right.
Oh, and
Armel gets his first kill of the game. Meanwhile, Armel goes down elsewhere. That's the bigger ticket. And immediately looking to turn this into a tower as well. TA2000. Woo, what a beast. And God Strength will be on cooldown soon. I don't know if that's an opportunity for Secret, though. I still feel like Chrysalis is going to need more, at the very least, Hurricane Pike to just stay the hell away from these guys. I want to be seeing 4 staffs on the supports. It's not going to be coming out for the Tree and Protector. Yamich, he's looking for it, but he is such a poor boy.
This is a really scary part of the game. And for Quest, we finally get to talk about them in the lead. We said that they never really get a lead in these games against Secret, but now they have the lead. They're the ones who get to make the moves. And for Secret, they have to take a page out of Quest's book, stall out the game, wait for that high ground. Their high ground will be formidable to deal with. If Tidehunter goes for the Aghanims plus the Drow positioning deep behind, Secret can stall out this game for a long time if they don't get picked off. And for Quest, they're going to be mindful of that. Keep on looking for the pickoffs. Every time they have numbers advantage, towers will fall. Things will just build up for Quest. Net worth, XP.
It's getting worrying, but as you say, they need to rely on their timings, their high ground, etc. Pull a Quest, and they definitely have that kind of draft. This Drow, I do favor her in like this kind of late situation. The Sven is controllable. He is kiteable. Well, you know, considering the average game length should be around 93 minutes, then I guess late is kind of around 100 minutes. So
this game
minutes
does have the makings of, if Secret are to win, it will take them an hour plus to win the game. That's the vibe I have right now. Like Quest winning the next stuff with the next Aegis, or Secret takes it to some tier 5 showdown.
Yeah, I do feel like Secret will fight for the next Aegis, so I don't think they're just going to give it up for free.
We shall see.
Oh, we got
Reign
some
of Destiny
rain
in play.
Love this.
Extra heal amplification. Very, very nice. Also reduce heal.
Kind of answered already by the Ags on Drow, but nevertheless.
It's also like a deterrent as well. It will eat through the living armor heal a little bit, the leech seed, the greaves. There's ways for it to be offensively used as well.
Chrysalis farming right next to Bangalore, but Noob doesn't know.
This is the comeback farm of all comeback farm, right? It's, I need to go to the dire side of the map. He kind of wishes that it was a little bit later into the game, maybe 37 minutes into the game, so he could get a ninja gear, smoke himself around.
Yeah,
now 7,000 gold behind the Sven. The Brewmaster is about to overtake him. Like this off-flame Brewmaster who didn't go for farming items. He went for the Vessel, a Lotus Orb, all the items to amp his team. And this is the game that Toby wishes he could get every time he plays Brew, right? Buy the cheap active items, get his team to a winning position, and just continue running around with them. Jumping FBZ.
Oh, FBZ. He takes a step too far forward and immediately getting cut down. This is what we're talking about. This is what you cannot do on this Tidehunter this game. You're not a brick wall. You're a paper mache wall. Quest are looking to punch now up into the base. Now, don't forget this high ground. It is strong for Secret, but there's Vision right now. Puppy. He doesn't have the. He does have a sentry in pocket. I don't know if he wants to plonk that one down here, but then again, if he does plonk it down, he's probably just going to get killed off. Ooh, Sven. Wasn't sure if that was going to be a blink in or a blink out, but with the God Strength coming on to cooldown, definitely a blink out. And Armel going to pause the game. Ooh. No reason given.
How many Philly Stones we rocking? Okay. One for Tree, one for Sky, one for Rubik. Nothing too crazy. Grove Bow and Drow. It's like, I feel like every time you play Drow, you're always given Grove Bow. It's like the hero is not good enough to be pickable, so we'll give you Grove Bow to at least make you sometimes viable.
Definitely feels good to have on this hero. Can amplify the magic damage of your teammates as well. That's why it's pretty nice. All right, Secret. Maybe it's time to make a move here. They should be tempted, but the scan already being used, already being found out. And Sentry, this Observer down in the lane is just going to see Armel completely. But Sven, he's on the other side of the map at the moment. They're taking the other Tormentor between Toby and Tier 2000, so... Well, that's going to give a shard over the way of Omar. Again, another really nice shard for this team. It's going to get people out of trouble. Once again, Secret, just to kind of slow creep out onto a map. Nothing decisive coming out from them at the moment.
Yeah, if they aim to make another decisive move, then the game could just be over. They are one ravage away from losing a lane of racks and momentum really being unreachable to get back to their side. And They
They were
have
being so
comeback
patient.
mechanics built into the lineup, right? The Blink Ravage, the Solar Crest on the tree to put onto the Drow. They can eat through a hero. And we haven't had to talk about Koyori at all post-laning phase. What happens when they try to combo a single hero? You're going to get that big ticket, false promise, saving the hero and then secret. They've used everything to kill nothing. It's why they are being so respectful at this position. Tidehunter, he had the Silver Edge. He can just blink break this Tide.
In we go, Tidehunter being blasted down. He is actually going to survive through it for now. Doesn't want to use the Ravage. Will finally throw it out on TH2000 after the BKB immediately. Chrysalis, he's in trouble as well, being controlled up. Oh my god, Noob! They've just taken them down. The cleaves, the swashbuckles. It's more than enough to cleave through 4 heroes in a row. And Quest, with that, may have just stamped their ticket to the lower bracket grand finals. I mean, they've got the Fortifiers. They've got another one coming out afterwards as well, but they're going to do some serious damage to the Secret base right now.
Secret just wasn't ready. The high ground ward placed by Amar just gave TH2000 the vision needed to initiate. Tide, not as tanky as he was 19 minutes ago, like we've been saying. They ripped through them. Of course, there's not going to be buybacks at the 30-minute mark. They've got mid-rank
cooldowns.
They've just got potentially 2 lanes of racks, and Secret's lineup is not the best at killing off any of these buffed up creeps. They're going to use a fortification to at least protect the top side. How does Secret play out on the map? How does Secret defend their own base? They are so squishy.
Dude, it's so hard for them to play into it now. Their base is broken. Roshan's going to be up soon as well. Somehow, some way,
but look at the
Secret
minimap.
need a miracle to come back into this one.
Amar, Smoke, he's doing the deep wraparound, predicting that Secret are going to try and get out on the map. Roshan, it's respawning soon. Both teams, I feel like, if anything, Quest are reading Secret a little bit better, predicting this movement. Can Secret make the jump? If they can make the jump, maybe there's a chance. They are down 22k gold.
Chrysalis just hits the wave. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Mel jumps in, immediately going to get caught out here. He does have the BKB. It's going to get it off. But it's just such an awkward situation now. He doesn't have much health to work with. Back himself out. Secret holding the high ground. Chrysalis needs to choose his engagement wisely. Does now throw it out onto Noob, trying to bring down the Pangolier. They don't have the damage though, not even close. FBZ actually immediately already TPing out of this one. They're trying to bail in this fight, but I'm not sure they're going to be allowed to. Lift up onto the Drow. She has no BKB, no chance of escaping from this, as she'll just stay slowly surrounded by Quest heroes. In comes a Sven, and there is the smack. Double kill for TA2000 once again. Sven completely unmatched in this game. Roshan is just respawned, but they don't care.
Just run it down. If they didn't have buybacks before, there's no way they're going to have buybacks now. Swift blink complete on tier 2000. This is why you don't see Drow too often.
Minutes.
She can't keep up with farm compared to the heroes of the patch. Medusa,
No,
Sven,
not.
Gyrocopter. They farm so quickly in Drow. Half the net worth of this Sven.
Jesus. It is a grim situation to be in. Nothing is uncomebackable, but goddamn, it's getting close. Noob in the trees. He's got the gem as well, looking to try and catch out Puppy here. Biding his time. Very, very cautious. Rolling Thunder, close to being committed, but no. Back away on the Sven. Noob will agree, and they will just go back and get themselves a big scaly boy, I believe.
Yeah, reset to Roshan. Or actually, they're not resetting to Roshan.
Or unless...
Hold. Surely you go back to Roshan.
Yeah.
What a big steal from Amar. The Glacier. Said literally no one in the cast.
Yeah. Why does Drow have this?
It's kiting. It does create a movement issue, right? She gets onto her own high ground perch. Issue is, Sven does have a harpoon, so...
Yeah, he can bring it down pretty easily. Yeah. Pangolier also pretty capable of just... Maybe it's annoying for the... I like how Omar used it there just to really fortify the area, you know?
Yes. Does give vision as well, don't forget.
Yeah.
But basically puts you on a hill, so you have kind of like flying vision for a little bit. On a Rubik, that could give him that perfect blink initiation. We'll see if it pays off, but Secret, they are going to need an absolute miracle to win this next fight. And a blunder of the highest order from Quest.
Maybe.
If Secret are to win this fight.
When you got Ravage, you got Slam, you know, there's always that hope that you can pull off the perfect combo, bait them in, and catch them out. But Quest, I just don't think they're that caliber of team which will fall for that. They're so good at playing these split fights, and look at the heroes they have as well. Every game we see the Shaker, we always see these heroes which can just kind of play pretty split. There'll be an Oracle all the way at the back, there'll be a Sven all the way in the front, there'll be Noob just rolling around, doing whatever he feels like. Having a great time. Immediately connecting with these swashbuckles. With these shield crash swashbuckles as well. Pain. Patience is being shown. They want to see if Tidehunter's maybe going to try and do the brick wall thing again, but now they realize that's probably not going to happen. So up they go to the high ground. Sven, he's taking a couple of hits, but again, nothing to really ward him off just yet. They need to keep this blink on cooldown for the Sven. That is what Secret need to do, but with the Harpoon coming on through FBC, oh no, he's cut down again. Doesn't get a chance to even get off the Ravage. Chrysalis held in the backlines. TA2000 just waiting for the blink cooldown. He has it now, could jump in any moment. He wants to take care of the buildings. He wants to do the irreparable damage to the Secret's base. And that's exactly what they've done. Quest now moving across, looking for the next barracks. Secret starting to feel sweaty, starting to feel their TI hopes and dreams falling away from them at the hands of Quest. Top tower starting to fall. TA2000 breaking through. Top barracks starting to get low. Armel jumps in, forcing them back. God Strength is over. It buys them a little bit of time. A small reset will be achieved here from Secret. But I mean, is it so much achieved as given to them by the side of Quest? They've lost absolutely nothing. They're just waiting for their cooldowns. They'll go back in. Secret, 1 second till the tide is back up. Maybe you just make the Hail Mary smoke here. Maybe this is the last chance from the side of Secret.
The creeps are in such an awkward spot. The mid, the bot waves, they're already in. So if Secret were to try and make a Hail Mary, it's not really under the cover of any disguise. It's very obvious. But for Quest,
yeah,
split is back up in 50 seconds. You'd expect with this type of lead, the discipline that they've shown, wait the primal split. He has the AC, go again, move towards top. But Secret, they are now smoked up. The lanes are in a slightly better position, but Quest already grouped up as 5, counter-smoking. They're not going to give Secret any breathing room in this game. No chance of a comeback.
Absolutely not. Carey has been seen here, and well, in they'll go. But Sven immediately jump onto the sidelines there. Down goes FBZ. Sure, Carey's dead. Immediate buyback from him. Sven, though, just deals with the Tidehunter again. No buyback available on the Tide. He actually could have had it, but he bought out for a half an Aghanim Scepter. Very questionable. Puppey is dead. Armel on the run. Needs to get away. TA2000 claims another. Down goes Yamich. Chrysalis trying his best, sitting on his Glacier, trying to chase back the Quest heroes, but they're going absolutely nowhere. Puppey drops the ultimate on the sidelines, holds still, but they're not stopping this. They are not stopping their barracks. Fortification coming out as well. They don't want to play the Mega Creeps. Chrysalis, he's gone. He takes a step too far forward and taken out by the Span, and now they move over. It's a rampage for TA2000. He's taken down everyone. Chrysalis still trying to fight through this right now, but what can you do? Your barracks, it's eventually going to fall. Mega Creeps game by the side of Quest. In goes Armella. He gets blended. It's another one for TA2000. The double rampage as Quest. They're diving the fountain right now. Toby with the Brewlings putting on the threat. Secret, they won't GG out yet, but it doesn't feel like it's long off. Noob maybe overextending, but of course he's got his age. Just doesn't give a damn. TA2000 jumps in again, looking for another. There's a Ravage coming on down, but Chrysalis pushed so far out of position by that fourth. He's now getting beaten on down by TA2000. Noob gets a kill, and GG comes in. Secret, they are gone, and it is Quest who will be carrying on through this bracket.